Welcome to Charlie Jane Speakers Radio. This is the show where we share speaking tips, tools, and resources to help you grow your public speaking business. Our goal at Charlie Jane is to get you, the speaker, on the platform in front of thousands of people so that you can teach and motivate your audience, enriching and empowering them to lead fulfilling lives. And now, here's your host, Wendi McNeil.
Hi there, it's Wendi McNeil here with Charlie Jane Speakers, coming to you again with another podcast. And today I'm going to kind of talk about why your speaking business might not be growing, why your speaking business might not be growing. It's going to be a great podcast, but first I want to welcome you over to our free Facebook group. It is called Grow Your Speaking Business. Grow Your Speaking Business. You can find us over there on Facebook. It is a fantastic group. I cannot say enough good things about it. We have speakers in there that they've been in there 30 plus years in the speaking industry, and we have some that are just kind of thinking, maybe they want to start a speaking business, and it's just a great place to be. Everybody's willing to help each other out. I'll go ahead and leave the link to that in the show notes so you can find us and join us over there. So on to today's podcast, why your speaking business might not be growing. Are you finding that you're struggling to get bookings? Are you a little puzzled, why you're not growing your speaking business as you'd like? Several reasons could be contributing to your lack of growth. I'm going to talk about some of the most common mistakes I see speakers make and kind of walk you through how to fix them. You can think of them as a kind of a checklist that you need to go through to ensure you're doing everything you can to build a successful speaking business. All right. And then after we've gone through them and I've gone over them, I want you to do what? I want you to take action. I want you to take action. Without action, nothing's going to change, right? Nothing's going to change. So after you're done with this podcast, we go through the list, the checklist. And if you want to write them down, go ahead and write them down. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to get started. Believe it or not, excuse me, some speakers take build it and they will come approach, to their speaking business. I'm trying to think oh gosh darn, what is the name of that movie with Kevin Costner? He goes and builds the field and he builds it and they will come. It's on the tip of my tongue. It'll come to me. So some speakers take Field of Streams. That's it, Field of Streams. Build it and they will come. Some speakers take that build it and they will come approach to their speaking business. They set up their website, their social media profiles, and hoping people just magically find them and bam, book them to speak somewhere. I'm so sorry. This is not the way any of this works. You need to let people know that you exist, right? So they know to book you. That means you need to be very proactive with your marketing, both online and offline, so that people know who you are, right? And how to get a hold of you. I want you to attend networking events. I want you to post regularly on social media. Consistency is key. I say it all the time to my members and clients. I probably sound like a broken record, but consistency is key. I want you to write regular blog posts on your website and try to secure slots on popular podcasts or webinars. Whatever it takes to get the word out there. Do that. Okay? Do that. Your speaker website might be letting you down a little bit. Okay? Now, building your speaker website is one thing. But if it's poorly designed, or even if it doesn't even include the right information, nobody's going to book you. They're going to get right out of there onto the next speaker's website. Just like that. Okay? Always ensure your website is easy to navigate and that your planner page, it's never more than like a click away from your homepage. I don't want it to be buried anywhere. It's probably a good idea to highlight the button or the navigation link on your homepage so it kind of like stands out from the rest of the content. And you always want to make sure that you have an effective call to action. You need to take your website visitors on a journey, okay? But if they never receive any prompts regarding what to do next, They're going to leave your website and not return. Okay, I can really talk about this in depth, but not on this podcast. I want you to take your visitor on a journey to booking you. I want you to take your visitor on a journey to connecting and feeling comfortable with your abilities and your skills, that they have no doubt that you'd be perfect for their event. All right. So I can go on and on, like I said, speaker's website, but very important. Now, who you serve may not clearly be defined. It doesn't matter if it's your website, your social media present, every element of your branding, online or otherwise, should deliver clarity. Every element of your branding, online or otherwise, should deliver clarity. Your target audience needs to know precisely what you do, how you do it. Otherwise, how are they supposed to decide if you're the right person for them, for their event, for their participants? You need to dominate your specific segment. Like, rather than trying to be all the things to all the people, the more specific you are with who you want to serve, the easier it will be for your audience to find you, for the planners to find you in the first place, and then book you once they do. So whether it's your speaker video, your website, your one page, your social media profiles, your bios, people who come across you should know within seconds who you are, what you do, how you do it, and who you do it for. And on all those things, it should be the same across the board, the same message, the same clarity, everything. Okay? You're not quite nailing your presentations. Let's talk about this. Okay? It's one thing to get booked. It's another to deliver a fantastic presentation, or talk. Remember, the fastest way to grow your speaking business is through referrals. Okay? That is the way that many speakers have successful speaking business. They work off referrals and repeat bookings from clients who are genuinely happy with the way that you delivered your presentation. If that's not happening, once you've started to gain a little traction, then it's probably time to revisit what you're doing up on the stage. Okay? It could be that maybe you're not dressing correctly for the occasion. I don't know. It might be that you're not tailoring your content to the specific audience enough. Or maybe you're simply not putting your best foot forward, when you stand up there and you deliver your talk. Whatever it may be, you need to diagnose the problem so you can fix it going forward. Reach out and ask your clients for feedback after each presentation. Okay, this is very important. And if you're struggling to connect with your audience, then it might be worth investing more time into, a practice or some speaking coaching to kind of help you nail those presentations once and for all. All right. Next, you are putting too many eggs in one basket. While a speaking business is extremely enriching and potentially lucrative space, it's not the only way to make a living as a professional speaker. Now, while some speakers build successful businesses on the back of speaking fees alone, most also have an additional income stream that allows them to invest back into their business. For example, it's very typical for speakers to offer consulting, coaching, some training services in addition to their speaking engagements. I actually, now that I'm talking about this, I have a video. I'll put the link in the show notes, but it's called 60K Speaking Event. Go ahead and click that link and check that out. That's kind of what I'm talking about right here in, when you're offering consulting, coaching, training, et cetera. I'll put the link down there in the show notes. So other ways to leverage speaking gigs include masterminds, online courses, one of my favorite, and my most favorite of all is membership programs, because I've had mine since 2005 and I just love my members dearly. Okay, dearly. But these are kind of some of the things that you can offer when you're up there on stage. Maybe not on stage unless you've asked permission, but there's ways to do this when you're at an event. So many have written a book, and speaking is a way to promote it. Whatever you choose to do as an additional revenue stream alongside your speaking engagement is up to you. Just make sure that your business model allows for it, so you can add healthy recurring revenue to your bottom line. Very, very important. You're not working the numbers, right? You might not be working the numbers. So building a business from scratch it's not easy in any industry, but speaking is really a numbers game. Okay, speakers I've worked with that are treading water, they simply aren't talking to enough people each day and are making almost excuses as to why they can't grow the business as quickly as they'd like to. As I mentioned at the beginning of this podcast, most professional speakers aren't discovered. They get out there, introduce themselves to as many people as possible. That means they actively seek out, and they touch base with dozens of new potential people, leads every day. The days of waiting, back by the phone to ring are over. Okay. You need to get out there and tell the world who you are. Get out there and tell the world who you are and shine. The more people that you contact daily, the faster you're going to start to build a sustainable speaking business. Growing your speaking business isn't easy, I know. No business is easy to grow, but it's very achievable when you take the right steps. So, there you have it. 6 factors that might be holding you back from growth. Take a look at them. I'm going to go over them, really quickly. Nobody knows who you are. Your speaker website might be letting you down. Who you serve is not clearly defined. You're not quite nailing those presentations. You're putting too many eggs in one basket. And you're not working the numbers. Okay? I want you to listen to this again and, be honest about how much each one applies to you, in your current approach. If you can eliminate these potential pitfalls from your current growth strategy, then you're going to be well on your way to building a successful business as a professional speaker, right? Now, if you're struggling to source enough leads for your speaking business, or you're at the beginning of your speaking journey, make sure you check out our speaking resources at charliejane.com, CharlieJane.com, which includes my, it's 18-year signature Charlie Jane Speakers Club. We offer members thousands of leads each year. When I say thousands, I don't mean like 1 or 2. Off the top of my head, it's 5,000 something to 10,000 something every single year. There's something for everybody. They are for events, conferences, virtual summits, and other speaking opportunities. So you can hop over there to charliejane.com. If we are not open, we only open a few times a year to new members. You can grab a spot on the wait list, and we will be happy to notify you when we open the doors again. So that is it. And don't forget to hop on over and join us at Grow Your Speaking Business Facebook group. It's a fantastic group. So I will see you over there. Take care.